Hello, we're back. He has a car that he's doing today, so I'm here.
Got a chair.
Where'd you get that chair from?
From the office place.
Did you just steal that from someone else?
No, I didn't steal it from somewhere else. I got it from the used office furniture place. From my studio at home. I put it in my studio at home, and I'm gonna make some videos.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Alright, cool. Well, anyway, here's the chair that he stole.
I didn't steal the chair, I bought the chair. I bought the chair from the furniture place.
He stole it and he used it as a...
Bought the chair from the furniture place. Anyway, so we're building a car for Knowledge Fest, Indy 2023, and this is it. It is this Lexus RX350 with the big Harman system in it, and we're gonna take out that and put in a big Harman system. Anyway, this is what we got. So, for processing, we're gonna use the 4086 JBL DSP amplifier. Yep, amplifier for a DSP. And I'll explain that later why. For the rears, and that's what we're gonna do today, are these JBL Stadium 62 CF for the rear speakers. For the front stage tweeters and mid-ranges and the rear speakers and the sub, we're going to use this 5-channel Club A5055, A5055. I don't know why I can't just read the fucking letters on the goddamn thing, but it's A5055. 5-channel. For the front mid basses, only the front mid basses, we're gonna bridge this Club A754 to the front mid bass drivers, so that we have some motherfucking power. Now, I'm gonna show you a couple things that are going into the car, along with this. One of them, and mind you, I could build a sub box, but why? When they've got this bass hub that will fit right in the factory spare tire and all the stuff will go back here with no problems. Now, we're not gonna do regular install because that's not what I'm gonna do. Just crazy lights and all that crap back here, you know, get rid of the spare and all that stuff. But we're gonna use this as our subwoofer in the back. It's gonna be super badass. Can't wait for you guys to show you guys that. But I'm not done. I'm not finished. The front drivers are going to be these super duper high end.
Super duper
beryllium Arena 26 VE. And now I've unboxed the Arena 3-ways, not the 2-ways, and not without their waveguide tweeter. This is just a regular tweeter. And look at these suckers. Look at these suckers. These are a passive set. These are the crossovers. I'm not gonna try to put these in the door because they probably wouldn't fit. This is the crossover. We're actually gonna run 3-ways. I don't have the 3-way component here yet. But here's the beryllium tweeter. Carbon fiber 6.5. Look at that carbon fiber.
Wow.
Look at that carbon fiber. Don't know anything about that carbon fiber. And all these are going to go in the factory location. All the speakers are going to go in the factory location, with the exception of this tweeter. This tweeter, we're going to have to figure out a way to put this tweeter in this. I think we're going to go like kind of in this little corner here, like this.
Corner right there.
Kind of like this. We might need.
Yeah.
Somewhere right there.
Like this, like in there, like that. But we might need to 3D print something. So I'm not gonna put any pressure on anybody in this room that does 3D printing services for us. I mean, we print our own stuff, but when our stuff breaks, we have to call the Ghostbuster. That's the Ghostbuster.
So, Ghostbuster.
Yeah, there's a ghost in our machine, and I don't know what it is. So, there's actually a ghost in both of our machines. But we're gonna get it done. So today, what we're gonna do is we're going to do the rear speakers. Tomorrow, we're gonna do the front speakers and scan the front doors so that we can make our 3D printed parts in Fusion. So that way, we can run the wire in the door, and the door will have a wire so that it will have the speaker wire that goes to the crossover. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna get started. Go wait. Water's crap out, and I'm gonna be complaining about it.
Oh, okay. Well,
Can't film me seeing what we're gonna film.
it's okay. It's behind the scenes, but you can go ahead.
All right. So the first step in removing this door panel is removing kitty trash. Right? What kind of stuff is her riding gloves? Some random socks. Another pair of random ass gloves. We better keep these in the car because guess what? If I don't have those in the car when she gets back in this car, I'm liable to die from a 5-year-old. Except for she's not 5, she's 9. I should know how old my daughter is.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Anyway, boom. What's in here? Ew.
Yep.
Ew. Disgusting. Look, I always put everything that I'm doing from a car next to the thing that I'm doing. So all the screws will go right here, right? And since I want to be careful, I'm gonna use my hand tools like this, because when you use a drill against leather like this, guess what can happen? Girls and boys at home, you get fucked up leather. Guess what? I don't like customers having fucked up leather, let alone my wife. And now we're going to check this. Now these things are kind of funky because they don't really have anything around the sides to pry into. And if you try to pry in there, you're just gonna mar it. So what we do, I'm gonna put this back in so you can see how it works. I don't know if Gary can get in there. There's a clip back in there. So we go all the way to the back side. We pry just gently. Can you see that, Gary? Just like that.
Okay.
And this guy falls out. Again, putting all the parts in the same place, keeping track of screws and where they go and the proper places. And then yank on the door panel.
No, just those two.
Nope, there's something else.
Oh, there's something else.
There's something else. And I'm guessing it's behind this. Yeah, there's gonna be something behind there. That's it. So let me get a plastic tool to pry that off, and then we'll see what's next.
Yeah, we got the door panel off.
Got the door panel off. I'm sweating.
I don't know why he's sweating. It definitely wasn't a pain in the ass to take it off.
No, definitely wasn't a pain in the ass.
Yep. Super easy.
Yeah, it was
nothing to absolute electronics cannot do.
Yeah. It wasn't easy. It wasn't hard. Not at all. All right, so now we're gonna build speaker adapters, and we're gonna measure the height of our current speaker adapter so that our new speaker adapter matches, so that we get good coverage around the actual door panel to the speaker, so that we have optimal jammy jams. So
Optimal jams.
yeah. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take this out here. Here you go. So we got our adapter.
Boom.
First thing we're gonna do is go in the wood room and make a copy of this sucker, or find a copy that we already have. This looks like it. What do you guys think? You guys think that's a winner? What do you think?
Does it match?
Looks like it matches. So
right. Looks like a rotary.
it's the same thing. It's a Toyota adapter. So we're gonna use our 2018 Toyota Tundra adapter. And the first thing we're going to do is going to measure how deep the adapter needs to be. Sure.
This is a new one?
This is a brand new one. This is one of the club speakers, and you just need a little bit more. You just want to match the height so that when it meets to the door panel on the car meet the speaker, and it's all gravy. So let's see how this guy fits. This guy fits pretty darn good. What do you think, Gary?
Yeah, fits.
Fits
Flush.
flush. So rotate this down like so. Gary, I think you should speed this up when you're doing your edit.
Yeah.
And then I can talk, and you can use this crazy like chipmunky voice.
I think it does that automatically once I speed it up.
You speed it up while we're talking. So so it's like making the extra chipmunky voice right now.
That's fine. Just keep talking.
Just keep talking.
Just keep
Talk
talking.
about stupid random stuff. I'm gonna let you guys in on a secret. I'm a little bit lazy, so I'm gonna show you the lazy way of doing things. All right, so we need a couple of these for each. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna line them up, glue them together, and screw them together. It will give us our screws and also give us our two height that we need at the same time. So hang on. And this is not necessary. I just do this because it is way fucking easier for me to make a hole, because these guys are, see, they're like kind of oval. I'm gonna make a hole that's great. Making holes great again. Easily, and it's this fucking big. You see that? That fucking big. You know exactly how big our hole needs to be. So, take out of our glue. The holes, we need to figure out how deep this is. This guy's going to be. So we need to countersink to very, very low. Very low. Very, very low. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying, B? So when it comes here, it has something to bite to. Has something to bite to. Right? Sandpaper. Sandpaper. Don't hurt. Alright. So now we have a speaker adapter, and we have our screw that fits inside our speaker adapter like so. But alas, they are not deep enough. They are not deep enough. We gotta go deeper. We gotta go deeper. We got our inserts for our screws.
Deeper.
It's deeper. It's deeper so we can get in there.
Goes right through. Nice.
Goes right through. All right, so the next thing we need to do is mount these suckers to the door, and I'm gonna show you how we're gonna do that. So what I like to do is I like to put a nice bead of silicone around this guy. See, just like that. Like that. Your adapter's on super tight, super nice, super pretty. Let's run a little bit of this silicone around here. And I always use silicone instead of any other adhesive on cars because it's removable. When you take it off, when you want to take this stuff off, it will take a little bit to come off, but it's gonna come off. So here's our speaker adapter installed. Now we're gonna install the speaker, and we're gonna have to make a provision for the wire to come out because the wire, this wire right here, is the wire we're gonna use for the speaker wire. So we're gonna make a provision for that. But we're gonna use the crossover back here because this is not active. So let's get the crossover. And Oh, look at this. It's labeled tweeter woofer.
It's labeled where?
Yeah, it's labeled. And then look, you can make it 2-way or 3-way. So we're gonna make it 2-way, and we're gonna give it -3 dB because this tweeter is right behind the driver's door, and we don't want it to be loud. We don't want it to be loud. We want to be quiet. So we don't normally put crossovers in the door. It's not normally a practice that we like to do, but we're going to because we're going to, and there's nothing you can do about it. So now, to put the crossover, and what I normally do in this instance is I like to keep the crossover as close to this side of the door as possible. As you can imagine, having the crossover back here, right? But having it here, it's a lot less of an impact. So we're gonna probably mount this guy somewhere in this neighborhood, like here, like this, right?
All right.
Just like this. And our speaker wire for the mid bass will go through this little hole right here. We'll make a little adjustment for the woofer to go in through this hole. That way it's protected and go right to the speaker right here. Okay? Okay. Good.
This is where I cut.
Yeah. Right. Anytime you see this foam around the actual tweeter or the speaker or something like that, that means it's butting up against the actual door panel, right? And when it butts up against the door panel, it's allowing the front wave of that speaker to go this way, and not the front wave and the rear wave are separated by this foam. So, in order for me to do an OEM-ish job, I'm looking at the height of what the tweeter was in the door, like that. That's the height, and I need to make our new tweeter meet the same height so we can put foam in it. But see, this is ugly. This is ugly. I don't like this. So we're gonna go to the router and we're gonna just shave all that off so it looks good. And then we're gonna make a little parts that will screw into this guy, that will screw into this guy, that will screw into that guy, so that we have our heights. Let's do that. I love sanding.
He definitely has been sanding for the past 30, 45 minutes.
Yeah. 30, 45 minutes. I didn't cut it off with the router. No, I didn't.
Yeah, that's very unsafe.
No, it's safe, not safe.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't ever put your hands near a router.
To shave off a small object like this.
It's a little itty bitty piece of plastic.
3 hours later.
Oh my god, what did you just find?
These.
In the box.
In the box.
That was
so all
in the
that,
box.
you don't have to do any of that.
Alright.
Erase that.
No, we're not erasing that.
Suspense.
Yeah, builds up suspense.
God.
Everyone's captivated. It's like, what is he doing?
Being dumb. Go in the box and read what's in the box.
Did you actually
I
land that?
couldn't do that twice if I tried.
Did you just land
Yes,
that?
it landed.
It fucking landed.
Right there. I'm gonna go play the lottery now. Alright, so no need to endanger your fingers sanding things off. So now we get our height. Just like that. And it's in there, it's not gonna go anywhere. I feel a lot better about this since I didn't have to sand it off. Goes like this. Boom. Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. So now we're gonna install some easy polarity wire into this guy. So it goes in the door like so. I call this easy polarity wire because red is positive and black is negative. Just in case. You know what I should have got? Some easy strippers to cut the wire. Since we don't know where the crossover is gonna go, we are going to make it kind of long. make it kind of long because you can go over there, which is not, or over here, which it probably is, and the polarity is easy. So we got our easy polarity speaker wire in there, right? We got our tweeter at the level where it hits the door panel, where we're gonna have our foam ring on the door panel. We have our mid-bass woofer here on the door, where it's going to meet the door panel. Everything's gonna meet the door panel. It's kind of like meeting Jesus. Kind of like, right? Kind of. So we don't need this. We can just go ahead and wrap this up.
What do you need?
We don't need this. Yeah. So we're gonna zip tie that up because we don't need it. And we're just gonna add a little bit of dynamite to the door. We're not gonna dynamite the whole door, but we are gonna do a little bit around the panel. So that's for later. Okay, just like this, just like that, just like this. Yeah. All right, now let's try to find a way to mount this guy. And I wanted to make sure this bolt, that bolt is holding the window regulator together. So I wonder how much room we have behind the tweeter. Let's see how much room we have behind the tweeter. Seems like we have a lot of room behind the tweeter. Right over here, we got plenty of room. Plenty of room.
Yep.
So we're gonna go right over here. I'm gonna go right over here with this, like so. Right, so the input is gonna come from here. The tweeter is gonna go there, and then basically goes there. So, how am I gonna mount this? Have you ever heard of silicone? We're gonna silicone it up there. I'll show you. Screw it. And you're gonna screw your way into this guy, like so. Just like that. We're screwed in. Now that we're screwed in, we can go to a very flat place on the door. Put a bead of silicone on the outside of this guy like this. One over there. Oops, one over here. We're gonna stick it to the door. Just like that. Just like that. Okay.
All right.
So now it's stuck to the door. When the silicone dries, it will be stuck to the car door. I mean, it's pretty stuck right now. So
That's pretty solid already.
pretty solid already, right? And our inputs here, our woofer inputs here, our tweeter inputs here. It's all ready to go. So. Thingies.
The foam thingies?
Yeah. Are we talking about the foam thing in the beginning?
No, I don't remember.
Really?
Oh, wait. Yep, no, I remember the foam thingies. Oh, I think you've mentioned that or something else. Anyway, the foam thingies.
Yeah, the foam thingies. Now we match the height and we can do our foam thingies.
What are the foam thingies for?
It's for the factory door speaker to mount to an aftermarket speaker like that. Just like that. Match the height and then all this stuff will work. This tweeter is a little bit smaller than the guy that we had that came in there, but it's okay. It's okay. Boom, just like that. Just like that. So we're just gonna do a little bit of sound dampening in the back doors. We're not gonna do the full door like we are at the front, because it's the back door. And we don't need a whole lot more back there. So, as you can see, I suck at this. What we're gonna do, some dynamic in the door. Just want to reduce some vibrations around the back door. Just a quick, simple, easy, nice. Making sure that all this is nice and taken care of. Just like this. Seem to be good here, guys. Put the store panel back on, we'll put the other one back on, and we'll see you next time.